let's play devil's advocate. What's the first one?
Don't keep doing something you don't want to do.
Like, that does not include chores, because you have to do chores. You can't live in filth. Okay? You have to go to that job. You have to go to that job unless you actually have the time to take off from that job to look for another job.
You know what you said? I said want, not have to. Have to. Say you don't want to do something. Have to do. If you have to, you gotta have to do certain things.
But sometimes that have comes to you have to want to do it, because you have to have that mentally thing to get up to actually fucking do that shit.
I understand your point.
So I feel like it's still the same. I still stand by it. What's the second one?
Evaluate and adjust yourself to your market.
What happens if you don't know it? Well, how do you find out? How would you tell people to find out what their market is?
How do you find your brand?
I feel like this is like deja vu. Like how
So all right, we all have something great that we all have a gift that we are good / great at, correct? That we do well.
Mm-hmm.
And we have likes and interests with certain things that we enjoy, correct?
Okay.
So, ideally, putting both of those together and seeing and promoting yourself to that crowd that's out there will help you bring in the audience. And then afterwards, once the word of mouth goes around and you keep putting out content, that's when your audience will start to cultivate, and that's going to be your market. AKA finding your niche once you get to figure out what your niche is. Which could be, for example, if you like playing horror video games, but you like doing it sitting on top of buildings or something, and you like exploring, taking photography. Finding the people who like playing horror games, but also like doing photography for that as well. And bringing those audiences together and figuring out who. That's pretty much going to be your market for starters.
Interesting. Next one.
If you don't get the help you need, you will be the cause of your downfall.
What happens if you try to get the help and nobody wants to help you?
Or you have to pay for the help, but you don't have the money for it.
You can get the money. Sometimes you might not get the help you need. Sometimes people are born without a good hand. And that is unfortunate, but it does happen that way.
Like, what happens if you have a heart attack and nobody's around?
Well, if you're made to live that day, then you will. If you're made to die that day, then you're going to be out of here.
Oh, well. It'd be like that, man.
Exactly.
At least you live with your parents. At least they'll be able to find your body.
It's certain things you can and can't control.
The only way y'all will know that I'm dead is if I don't respond to a session. I'm obviously dead. Okay. I've probably been dead a couple of days.
Okay. It's good to know.
They're out there. All right, what's the next one?
You're not the greatest yet, so don't be afraid of criticism.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm. That's a really good one. That should have been number one.
Fair.
That's like a Twitter thingy.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a saying that should be in like a pretty background or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So, all right, next one.
You already have the resume. Just figure out how to package it.